And welcome back to our coverage of the Paris Motorshow. This is Motorshow Updates presented by Michelin. Now, we are moving into the realm of hypercars and possibly beyond. As Buzz Lightyear would say, to infinity and beyond. Now, this next car, Aditya, we spoke about the Ferrari SP1 and SP2, right? And we thought that was a bit excessive at $3 million. How much do you think this car costs?
I know Bugattis are super expensive.
Yeah.
And this has to be the most expensive of the lot.
Right.
I would say about 7 million.
7 million? Okay, it's not that unreasonable. Okay. But you're close. This car costs $5.7 million, guys.
Close
41
enough.
crore Indian rupees. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Bugatti Divo. It is the evolution of the Chiron Sport, so it's essentially still a Chiron underneath, rather a Chiron Sport underneath.
Chiron Sport.
And we spoke about the Chiron last time at Geneva, which is essentially the sportier version of the Chiron, gets a lot more aero bits.
Yeah.
This is more track focused. Here are some juicy numbers for you. Firstly, 40 of these are going to be made and they're already all sold out.
Really, are they?
Already done.
Great.
And in the tradition of Bugatti's tradition of naming all their cars after racing drivers, this car is named after Albert Divo, and he won the Targa Florio race 2 times in the year 1920. Tell us more about the Divo. What are the changes?
I mean, compared to the car we saw before, compared to the Chiron and the Chiron Sport you'll see here in this picture itself, straight away there's like massive changes to just the face of the car itself. It looks extremely aggressive, looks a lot more aerodynamic. So you can see from this angle itself that the aero on this car is far more advanced than the Chiron Sport. Just a few bits and pieces added here and there, some vents, some fins. You can see right from the front extending all the way to the back. The reinforced rims, of course, as well, to be able to handle the load. And the rear wing is 1.8 meters wide, so it's a really wide wing. Yeah, but you need that when you're going to be traveling at speeds like this. I mean, I would expect Bugatti to get close to 500 kilometers per hour someday. This one is still under 400. Yeah,
because we're talking about the combined aero package, the kind of pressures it puts.
Yeah, so when you are at that speed, you need a very good aero package. Now, in this car, it produces 90 kilos more downforce than what the Chiron was producing. And a total
the Chiron Sport.
The Chiron Sport,
which was producing more downforce
than the
Chiron.
Yeah. And 456 kilos worth of downforce, which
that's
means
like
basically
two of these
motorcycles sitting on the car at full whack, pushing the car down, which means the suspension's taking a lot of load.
Yeah.
Everything in the car is basically taking a lot of load, but what's really connecting the car to the ground, the tires, you can imagine how much they're being pushed down. So I wonder, it must have some really good tires.
Must be a very special brand of tires.
It must be.
I wonder what brand of tires
I think
it
I know
runs.
what you're getting at.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Bugatti Divo has its own custom bespoke set of Michelin tires. And on that note, Michelin makes some of the best tires in the world. We're also giving away a set of brand new tires for a vehicle of your choice. It could be a scooter, it could be a performance machine like this car, or this motorcycle, or even if you own a Divo. And how can you win a brand new set of Michelin tires of your choice? Stay tuned till the end of the video to find out. But coming back to the Divo. Now, Bugatti has summed up the Divo in the coolest way possible, and this is exactly the line that they've used, and I'm going to quote them word for word on it. Bugatti has said the Divo is the most agile and dynamic car that Bugatti has ever created. And this next line, I think, has to be a sticker, which we're going to get to, definitely, because this is the line. Discover that happiness isn't just around the corner, it is the corner.
That is a very good line. That's a very, very good line. I wonder who came up with that. The engine is a quad turbocharged W16.
Correct. The 8 liter. Yeah.
The 8 liter.
Been around for a while.
4 turbos. So it does, I can imagine, produce more power than what they say it's putting out. So I'd really like to see Bugatti extracting every single bit of this engine. Maybe in the next car, maybe we see 450 kilometers per hour topping out.
That is nuts. So for this car, because the car has been completely aero focused, it's been restricted to just 380 kilometers an hour.
That's not enough.
Just 380. But they say that this car is 8 seconds quicker than the Chiron around the Nardo test track. And the Chiron, of course, is not restricted like this. So it can go full whack, but this car is still faster.
What we're talking about here is an overall lap, which means around the bends on the Nardo, which is the oval, It's obviously got a lot more grip, so
It's making the difference in the...
it's making the difference
because
of 8
it's-
seconds just around the corners.
This car is not going to take a Chiron in the straights.
No,
It's
definitely
making
not.
up all the difference
All
in
of
the
it
corners.
on the corners.
And the Chiron is way more faster. I think it's like
It's over
241,
400,
242
yeah.
miles per hour.
In kilometers per hour is like 420.
Exactly. And it's making up that difference
Yeah.
purely in the corners.
Purely
So
in
that
the
should give you an
corners.
idea of how much cornering potential this car has.
Yeah,
But here's a question to you. This line of hypercar, the Chiron, and which what essentially started as the Veyron, it was never really designed to be a track-focused machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why go through this extra length of shaving off 35 kilos of this car? Here again, the interiors are very similar to the Chiron, but
Mm-hmm.
they've added more carbon fiber bits, they've added Alcantara, made it a little less comfortable. This is essentially a GT car, that's what
GT
it's
car.
designed to do.
Yeah.
But by making it more track-focused, they've effectively making it not as comfortable as the car
As
that's
what the
based on.
Veyron. Yeah, exactly.
Why?
That is a very good question actually, because that's the philosophy they started with.
Yeah.
And now they're slowly moving away, like we saw with the Chiron and the Chiron Sport, and now this. So it is very interesting. Like this doesn't even have storage space
Yeah.
inside. They actually removed all the storage space to save 35 kilos
They've
compared to the Chiron Sport.
They've also gone with a lighter audio system. Wherever
Yeah.
they could shave weight, they have, basically.
So basically, again, you're paying more money and getting less.
Except that body, those looks.
Except the looks. But then again, it's a Bugatti. What
Jesus
can you,
Christ,
yeah,
man.
there you go. That's what you're paying for.
It's funny that I remember a couple of years ago, there was this whole trend going around saying that the era of the hypercar is over. Saying that we'll never go to internal combustion engines again because it's over. We're running out of fuel. We cannot possibly extract more power. Internal combustion technologies come to an end. And this was, I think, what, 5 or 6 years ago. But now, we're constantly being proved wrong,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, we're proving ourselves wrong.
That is insane.
And I guess, yeah, the future, until we run out of every last drop of petrol, I think we're just going to have
Keep
internal
making
combustion
cars.
engines.
So the last tidbit about the Divo is that it's also based on the Gran Turismo concept.
Yeah.
So if you guys anybody
Ooh,
plays
okay,
the Gran
okay, I
Turismo
see
game,
that. I see it now.
yeah, this is the
Yeah.
GT concept.
This is the GT
So anybody plays the Gran Turismo Sport game, you would have experienced the car like I have in the game. It's obviously ridiculously fast, but it definitely takes inspiration from this. And I remember when the concept came out, there was this whole discussion going about that, oh, this is just a concept, it'll never make production. And what a time and place to unveil it. This is a French brand with such a strong legacy of performance machines, unveiling this ultimate hypercar. The ultimate hypercar. In
Yeah.
fact, we were just talking about the fact that maybe it was the Ferrari that stole the show. I take back
No,
my words.
I would definitely think it's
You guys agree? You agree?
I agree.
I think we're in concurrence there. What do you guys think? Do you think that the Divo is the most show-stopping car at the Paris Motorshow? Why don't you let us know in the comment section below? So once again, thank you so much, Michelin, for making all of this possible. Don't forget, we have a tire giveaway contest and a few more cars coming your way with Mr. Aditya Patel from the Paris Motor Show. Stay tuned for more action.